Before we get into today's video, I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and Happy New Year, and let's get into the video. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the Panthers channel, and I will be predicting the Week 16 games in the NFL 2020 season. And before we get into today's video, I just want to let you guys know that I am not in my current setup, so if there is background noise or bad audio quality, that is why. And if you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me down below, and let's get right into the video. So first, we have the Vikings taking on the Saints at 4:30 p.m. on Friday, December 25th, on Christmas Day. So I'm going to pick the Saints to win this game because Drew Brees said that he was not healthy against the Kansas City Chiefs last week, and it was a very close game against the Chiefs, and I just don't think the Vikings are as good of a team. So I'm going to pick the Saints to win this game at home on Christmas Day. So I'm going to pick the Saints to win. Let me know down below who you guys think will win that Christmas Day game, and let's get into the next game on Saturday. So next we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Detroit Lions in Detroit at 1 p.m. on Saturday, December 26th. So I'm going to take the Buccaneers in this game because the Lions I don't like how they've been playing of late, and I think the Buccaneers have been playing pretty good. I know they did barely beat the Falcons last week, and it was very controversial the end of that game, but the Bucs did get the win, and I think they get another win here and try and stay in the hunt for the NFC South Division champs and trying to compete with the Saints to win that division. We'll see how it goes down the stretch, but I think the Buccaneers get a win here. Let's get into the next Saturday game. Next, we have the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona at 4:30 p.m. on Saturday. So I'm going to pick the Cardinals to win this game here because the Cardinals, I think, have been playing a lot better than the 49ers. 49ers coming off a loss against the Cowboys, and I just don't think the Cowboys really have been playing that great of late, and I just don't think they beat the Cardinals. Cardinals have been playing pretty well, and I think that continues here with another win in Arizona. Let's get into Saturday night football. So at 8:15 p.m., we have the Miami Dolphins taking on the Las Vegas Raiders in Las Vegas at 8:15 p.m. on Saturday. So in this game, I'm going to pick the Miami Dolphins to win because I like how they're playing. I think the Raiders are playing good as well, but I just think the Dolphins are playing a little bit better and are trying to make that playoff push and stay in that wild card spot. So I think they get the win here and get closer to solidifying a playoff spot in a year that a lot of people thought this team was going to be very bad. So that does it for the Saturday games. Now let's get into the Sunday 1 o'clock games. So first on Sunday at 1 o'clock, we have the New York Giants taking on the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. So I'm going to pick the Ravens to win this game because the Giants, I just don't think they've been playing great. I know they were playing good a few weeks ago, but just the last week, I just don't think they played too well. And the Ravens are looking like a really good team. So I think the Ravens get the win here and try to fight for a wild card spot in the AFC and possibly the division if the Steelers keep losing. But I don't think that's going to happen, but possibly the division. So I'm going to pick the Ravens to win at home. Let's get into the next game. Next, we have the Falcons taking on the Chiefs in Kansas City at 1 p.m. So in this game, I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win because I think the Chiefs have been playing very well. Did get the narrow win against the Saints, and I just don't think the Falcons can really compete. And the Falcons lose another game on the season and try to get a better draft pick in the upcoming draft. And the Chiefs get another win and get closer to maybe holding on that number 1 seed in the AFC. Let's get into the next 1 o'clock game. Next, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Chicago Bears in Jacksonville. So I'm going to pick the Bears to win this game because the Jaguars really haven't been playing that great. And if the Jaguars do lose out, they will get the number 1 pick since the Jets did get a win last week. So I am going to pick the Jaguars to lose this game and the Bears to win so that the Jaguars can get closer to now getting Trevor Lawrence as their franchise quarterback. So I picked the Jaguars to lose, Bears to win. Let's get into the next game at 1 o'clock. Next, we have the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans in Houston. So I like how the Cincinnati Bengals played on Monday Night Football against the Steelers, getting the win, and that was a very impressive win. But the Steelers have fallen off the last few weeks. I don't think they've been playing as great. But I am going to pick the Bengals to win this game here against the Texans because the Texans just not looked very good. And I think the Bengals are going to get the win here and get another win in this season. So they get another win. Let's get into the next game. Next, we have the Colts taking on the Steelers in Pittsburgh at 1 p.m. And all these games are in Eastern time when I say what time they're at. So in this game, I'm going to pick the Colts to win because the Steelers just have not looked very good of late. And I think that continues here against the Colts. Colts defenses look pretty good overall this season. And I think their offense will have a pretty good game here. So I'm going to pick the Colts to win. Steelers lose another game and are falling out of possibly winning the AFC North and might go down to a wild card spot after starting the season off 11-0. So Colts get the win in Pittsburgh. Let's get into the next game. And the final game at 1 p.m., we have the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets in New York. Jets fans are going to be really mad that they beat the Rams last week because now the Jets are not in position to get the number 1 pick because they would need the Jaguars to win a game or else they get the number 1 pick, the Jaguars, and they get number 2. because of the Jets winning last week, they have the same record, and the tiebreaker for the first overall pick goes to the Jaguars. So they need the Jaguars to win and for them to lose out to get a chance at number 1. And I just don't see that happening. So Jets fans, looks like they're going to be getting number 2 and not Lawrence. But you never know. Maybe the Jaguars will accidentally win or something like that. We'll see how it goes. But I think the Browns easily get the win here against the Jets in New York because the Browns are trying to fight for the AFC North division title, and I don't think they'll lose a game to the Jets at this point in the season after coming off that win against the Giants on Sunday night. So Browns get a win here. Let's get into the 4 o'clock games. So first at 4 p.m., we have the Carolina Panthers taking on Washington football team in Washington, D.C. So I'm going to pick football team to win this game because, yes, I know they don't have Alex Smith and they have Dwayne Haskins playing, but I don't think they lose to the Panthers because the Panthers this year have not looked that great. I know the Panthers, they've lost 8 of their 10 games by only 1 possession or less, but it's still the Panthers just have not been able to finish off games and get the wins. So that's why I just don't think, even if they have a chance of coming back, they just don't because they just haven't been able to do it majority of this season. So I'm going to pick football team to win and stay in first place in the NFC East. Let's get into the next game. Next at 4:05, we have the Denver Broncos taking on the Los Angeles Chargers in LA. So in this game, I think it's going to be a very competitive game. Both teams, I think, are going to be really close at the score at the end because Chargers have been playing pretty well with Justin Herbert. Broncos have been playing well late. So I think this is going to be a very close game, but I am going to give the slight edge to the Denver Broncos in this one. But I really would not be surprised if we see the Chargers win. But I'm going to give the slight edge to the Broncos on the road in LA. Broncos get the win. Let's get into the next game. Next at 4:25 p.m., we have a big NFC East matchup that could determine possibly the division leader if one of these teams wins and somehow wins out and then football team loses out. This could possibly be the team that wins this NFC East division. So we have the Eagles taking on the Cowboys in Dallas. So in this game, I'm going to pick the Eagles to win because the Eagles, I think, have been playing pretty well of late. Cowboys did come off that win against the 49ers, but I just don't think the 49ers really have been playing that well. And the Eagles barely lost to the Cardinals, and the Cardinals have been playing great of late. And I think Jalen Hurts has really been doing well for the Eagles so far this season, and I think that continues here against the Cowboys. And the Eagles get a win and try to somehow win that NFC East division title. Will it happen? Most likely not, but at least try to win it from Washington football team and possibly the New York Giants if they can get close to winning that division, trying to win it over both of them. So I say the Eagles win this game in Dallas. Let's get into the next game. Next at 4:25 p.m., we have the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. So Rams coming off a loss to the winless Jets. Now they have 1 win, but giving the Jets their first win on the season at home in LA. I would say if you're a Rams fan or Rams themselves, that's kind of embarrassing giving the Jets their first win. So I'm going to pick the Seahawks to win this game because I don't think they rebound from that, and the Rams drop another game on the season. Seahawks get another game and just try to improve their position ranking in the NFC playoffs. So I'm going to pick the Seahawks to win. Let's get into Sunday Night Football. So on Sunday Night Football, we have the Tennessee Titans taking on the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field. So in this game, I'm going to pick the Green Bay Packers to win because the Packers have been playing very great this year. So have the Titans, but I think the Packers get the slight edge here at home and beat the Titans in freezing cold Lambeau Field. Most likely it'll be really cold, so freezing cold Lambeau Field, and the Packers get a win to finish off the Sunday games. Let's get into Monday Night Football. So on Monday Night Football at 8:15 p.m., we have the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots in New England. So I'm going to pick the Bills to win this game because I just think the Bills have been playing a lot better than the Pats have of late, and the Pats are coming off a loss to the Dolphins in Miami. So I'm going to pick the Bills to win here and try to get further up in those AFC playoff seeding, and the Pats just keep losing. They have officially been eliminated from the playoffs. This is the first time in 11 years that the Patriots will not be part of the playoffs, and I think the Bills win this game and try to get a better position for the playoffs. And that'll do it for all the predictions for this week. Let me know down below if you guys disagree with any of my predictions and who you guys think will win some games if you disagreed with mine, because everyone has their own opinion. And go follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in the next video.